voice. Yeah.
Let's
All right.
have
Let's
start.
probably start. We have probably started.
Okay, Grace, we're gonna start with you because we didn't get to you last time.
I know.
You're like, peace out.
This is when Grace says, "Sorry, I gotta go to bed."
Sorry, I know it's about to be time for me to be important and need to actually be paying more attention and being here and being awake, but it's bedtime.
Yeah. Okay. Vinifera, what has she been up to in the past 3 months?
Research.
Research.
She has been doing a deep dive on everything she's learned from the mother tree to try to figure out the weird stuff that's been happening and be able to help. And
Okay.
because she has the little ability, like, is it they call it folklore or something?
You talking about legend lore?
Legend lore, that's the
Mhm.
one.
Here,
Hopefully
let me
she can use that to figure out a little bit.
put this in here so I can look at it.
Yeah. Legend
Information of
lore.
target, and the target in this case is
So she wants to know stuff about the Cask of Dreams, Jewels of Parnath.
making a list. Hold on.
Let's see, Forgotten in Old Tales.
Something about a wrist.
Mr. Hop, where can I find a machine gun?
She can learn if she can learn anything about this God-touched girl.
Oh yeah, Callista. You got Callista on there. Cool, cool. You
There
got Lilith. I mean, you can cast this spell
Yeah.
30 times for free apparently, so because it's been a month.
Yep.
Lol.
Up to date. This could range. Okay, so let's start with those 3. And deleted. Also deleted. Okay.
Way to give the players what they want.
Is additional more old lore, forgotten in old tales, or even previously unknown information. To additional more detailed information if you have some knowledge of the target.
Yeah, we like straight up met Callista, so that's good.
Key is always true, but it may be obscured in metaphor. If you use the spell for a cursed tome, for instance, you may get okay. All right. Cask of Dreams. Cask of Dreams. Let me go to my notes about the Cask of Dreams. And you called it the Cask of Dreams?
Yes, I think that's how it was referred to me to when I was told about it.
Okay.
So the Cask
When
of
you
Dreams.
state the Cask of Dreams, you probably get some hazy information. Things like it was created to help the Dream King.
The Dream King. Well, there's another thing I can.
Who used it to learn of the people's dreams.
Okay. Cask of Dreams was used by the Dream King.
Created and used by the Dream King.
Okay.
This is like one of those follow the text adventure games, Grace, that we play sometimes.
It has been lost in time and space. That's probably about as much information as you get for that. The Jewels of Parnath.
Casey's got the
Okay.
book ready.
You get more information for that.
Oh, good.
Casey has reference material for this one.
Seven jewels circled the spire. They are dedicated to those who seek a higher purpose. Created by Parnath, the wife of Darnath.
A weird coincidence. Their names rhyme.
Those
Well.
who seek enlightenment may be will pass through each one and will have a choice at the end of the seventh jewel.
The most impressive part was that all rhymed.
Which most of it did.
It's in verse.
And the last one, Callista, the God Touched Girl Callista you asked about.
Mhm.
She is currently in the Dark Reliquary of the Necropolis, being held as captor in a kindly way.
In a kindly way?
Like Belle?
Beauty and the Beast.
Um,
Callista and the King of Hell.
You also learn that she comes from Walmsford, and her mother is Tabitha, and she has been given the gift of visions of the future. And I think that's about it.
Okay. So can I do follow-up
Sure.
questions about what do I want to know about?
Well, you
Want to
got
know about the Dream King?
Yeah, Dream
Yeah.
King. You got Parnath and Darnath.
I know.
Sorry.
Back to the book.
Danar, not Darnath.
Danar.
I think it's Darnath now.
It's gotta be Darnath.
Darnath and
No,
Darnath.
Danar.
Darnath.
Oh my god.
It's
Darnath was...
romantic. It's romantic.
It is. We love it.
Sure.
We love Parnath and Darnath. I ship Parnath and Darnath.
Oh god damn it. Alright, I'm going back. I'm changing it not to Danar, but to Darnath. Okay.
All right, those three?
Yes.
Okay. I gotta go to my book. I gotta go to the index now. It was
Forgot
not
you guys are all older than me until Steve just said I ship Parnath and Darnath.
I've got a 12-year-old daughter, man. I'm hip with the lingo. I'm cool with the kids.
Amazing.
Austin, your costume is on fleek.
Wow.
Is
now
it-
you're
is that hip?
old. No, it is not hip.
It's not at all.
It has not been hip for a long time. On fleek. To be fair though, I loved on fleek.
Agreed.
Loved it. That was
Yeah.
a great slang term.
Thank you, but I agree with you, Bobby. I think that my outfit is straight bussin', no cap.
It is straight bussin'.
Austin, somehow you sounded older than all of us.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I'm aware.
Look, you broke Steve.
My nephews will talk like that just to irritate me. They never talk like that until they're like, "Ooh, let's make Austin cringe. Let's make him cry."
I know my next character in the D&D
Oh,
game, and
God.
Austin's
Oh God!
I'm
Oh God!
I'm gonna make a sorcerer straight bussin', no cap.
What do you mean
Can-
your next
can-
character in
can
Austin's
he be a
campaign? You're gonna
streamer?
kill off Jim now?
Listen, I got
Well,
one
not
game left with
now.
Jim, so
Yeah.
2 games max.
Don't waste this idea on a 1 or 2 gamer, Steve. You got to save this for when he's committed.
I have to use the PDF because I need
Oh,
searching.
search
Control
function.
F. Yeah.
There's-
Control F.
So
Hopefully-
glad that I have this
This
super
les
fun
the spell
ability.
takes longer because it's got a buffer. Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully that they made the PDF correctly, and it has a search function that works properly.
Yeah.
It does. I've used it many times.
Control.
That's good.
Control the letter Casey feels now that he has to respond to 27 more legend lores.
Steve, you would really
Control
like
F.
this PDF because it's amazing.
It's properly bookmarked.
Properly, it's
Oh.
indexed, hyperlinked, everything.
Dang.
I worked in production for a long time, and bad PDFs make me want to fucking vomit
Mm.
blood.
The Dream King.
No cap.
No cap. No cap.
God damn!
Is a line of elvish rulers that ruled over Dredafantis,
Oh, King
Why
Demon
is
knew
the
about that.
land
rulers?
known as Theridae,
Who?
north of the Spire along the coast. The Dream King is a title passed by hereditary or elective by the elves of Theridae and Dredafantis. And the Dream King is said to have the gift of imbuing those with dreams, as well as learning the dreams of others.
Hey, Casey, this is not in character. This is out of character information.
Yeah.
But King Demon was keyed into the dreaming city of the elves was like
Mhm.
lost, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right, and it's like might be somewhere in the dreaming.
Mhm.
Theoretically,
Is
in theory,
Yeah.
is the dreaming the Feywild?
we don't know that.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
I was reading over A5E stuff and they kept being like in the dreaming and they meant it as
Oh.
the Feywild
This
Think
is
none
not.
of the lore
Different
of
of
A5E.
A5E. Okay, cool.
PTOLUS has its own bespoke lore.
Gotcha.
It's straight bussin'.
Now let me switch to Parnath and Darnath, apparently.
Casey, don't take any shit from us. You can use the name that it actually is. You're gonna
Shut
have to
up,
remember that
Darnath.
Danar is Darnath.
As long as you know who we're talking about when we say Darnath later, you can
Yeah,
call him whatever you want.
You can
Donor.
call
Why don't
Darnath
we call
whatever
Why
you
don't we
want.
call him Donor? Because that's like kebabs, right? Donor kebab.
What?
What the
Isn't
fuck
that
are you talking about?
You never had a donor kebab?
I don't know what.
What am I?
Nobody
Like
knows.
blood donors, organ donors. What are you talking about?
Oh my
I
goodness.
want to talk about somebody who's just straight bussing over there.
Oh, I love it so much.
Let's see.
Here you go, you heathens. Donor kebab.
Parnath was the wife of Dinar, who it said that the wizard priests of Nigorth spent more time with her because they felt so in awe of Dinar.
Oh, it's a euro, Bob.
Yeah.
You could have just said a euro.
The donor kebab.
My God.
Parnath is the wife of who did you say it was, Casey?
Dinar is Danar.
Dinar. Got it.
Darnath?
Yeah.
She created the Jewels of Parnath. And let's see what else I can find.
We're learning all sorts of shit about Tala's history. Well, Vin is.
Yeah.
It's not even Talus history, technically. It's the Elven Kingdom of wherever history.
Well, is Parnath an elf?
It was said that the only thing that redeemed Dinar was Parnath's heart.
Oh, dang.
So,
okay.
so that guy was kind of a dick. That's what I'm getting out of this.
Well, he's up next, so we're gonna find out what kind of dick he was.
Okay. Let's
But
see.
he was so wait, but was he the old Dream King or is he the current Dream King?
Well, Dinar, I don't think is a Dream King at all.
We haven't found that out yet.
Yeah, the Dream King is a separate dude.
Oh, okay.
That's
We're talking about the
that's,
jewels, and the
Yeah,
jewels
the
are related.
jewels. Parnath
The
created the
jewels were
jewels.
made-
Parnath is the wife of the Dinar dude.
Right.
Yeah.
I made a little flow chart.
The cleric to
yeah.
the elder, excuse me, the cleric to the elder gods, the high cleric,
Oh.
Dinar
Oh God.
Oh,
Rotenson, sought once and for all to rid the world of its remaining evil influences.
oh, well, I wonder how that went.
Powerful figure began to gather up all of the evil artifacts, objects of dark power, trapped essences of vanquished fiends, demonic relics, and even the last vestiges of particularly horrible diseases. Condemning all these things as banes, Dinar
Oh,
imprisoned
the Bane
them.
Warrens.
He believed that if destroyed, the Banes would simply release their evil into the world to wreak more havoc and bring about other darkness. Destroying Banes begot new Banes. Dinar created Mosul Pearl, a tower which sat upon his collection, located near the sea. He constructed a vast catacomb, well warded and sealed deep underground. He called it Tremok Corin, the Bane Warrens.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He also found allies to aid him in his cause. Among them were the dragon known as Sagarentes the Silver King and a number of celestials.
You know. All right. So
Wait, and a number of Celestials?
Celestials.
Okay.
it's really
The Pale
funny
Tower.
because our previous Talus game, we never learned any of this backstory,
None of it.
and we just looted the shit out of the Bane Warrens. Like,
Yes, we
"Woo,
did.
free money, baby!" And everybody was mad, and we had no idea why. Now, knowing what it is, it's like, oh
In
shit.
context,
In
we really fucked
context,
up.
We did. We should not have done that.
No.
Casey was always like, I can't believe you're doing this. And we're like, why shouldn't we do it?
What's
This
the
is-
problem?
It's for
Magic
real estate.
items.
Yeah.
People buy
You
these.
steal the magic items in here? They can't be for anything important.
Yeah,
How do
it's
you-
fine.
McAwesomes exists because of the Bane Warrens.
We're subsidizing small business.
That's really funny.
And this group's like, oh,
okay,
fuck. Oh,
so-
God. Oh, no.
You
So-
also learn that Dinar eventually fell corrupted to the Banes he sought to protect
Classic
and became
Darth Vader.
Eslavagos Malki.
Oh, god damn it. He was the
Red
big
water.
bad.
In what, your last campaign?
No, Eslathagos Malkith is like the big bad of Talos, like the ultimate evil, the one who created the spire, the one who's way up at the top of the spire. Like, that's Eslathagos Malkith. The guy who Ghoul's like, that's my dad.
Ghoul's
that's
dad.
that fucking guy.
Yeah. Eslotha Ghost Malkith in capital letters.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
But the only thing that redeemed him was his wife's heart, but she ditched his ass when he spent their life savings on this giant tower
Well, these
in the middle of
jewels seem
nowhere.
way more important now. They seem like a big deal.
My favorite thing about getting all of this lore is those of you who know more details than I getting too excited and talking over Casey while I'm trying to be like, wait, what is this very lengthy,
Sorry.
unusual name I've
Yeah,
never
it's fine.
heard before?
I'll mute myself. I keep just talking shit.
Eslathagos Malkith.
Please, when I say it's my favorite part, I actually mean it. It's hilarious to me. There's so much enthusiasm. The energy is what makes this.
I'm really
Okay.
excited for Grace to role play when she comes in and tells us all of this information.
There's a guy with a thing, and there's a tower.
Look,
That is
I
the
don't know
tower
what's
right there.
happening, but it's making Steve excited. So
Pew pew pew.
I'll rant at the end of the game. How about that?
Amazing.
No,
We
it has to
all-
happen in the moment.
We
All
all
right,
love a
is that-
good rant.
Is that good enough for now?
She's
This is
got
a
like
month's worth of.
It's a lot of
This is
stuff.
like
She's got like
you
27
24
more. Yeah.
You might as well just read me the book, Casey. I've got a month to be doing this.
I mean,
You want to just mail that book to Grace's house?
It's
Right.
the,
Weird,
it's
but
the
I have
21st
to
century.
Streaming now.
You get mail
Grace
PDF.
costs like $80 to mail
Yeah.
this.
It's a PDF.
Yeah, that's right.
It's
'cause
21st century.
Yeah.
Google Drive. Come on.
And Vinifer's like, I'm seeing in my mind a legend lore of page 692.
I mean, that'd be impressive. First of all.
Wow, I really
Otherwise,
want
this-
that to be how legend lore works.
A month worth of legend lore is probably its a like D&D session.
Yeah,
I
seriously.
just imagine Vin-
Probably,
That's
we should
probably
cut
fine.
it there.
Yeah.
And
Vinifera
then later, when
shows
there's
up.
something else I want to know, I'll just be like, Casey, I also did legend lore on that. Also, by the way,
Maybe just
so
give her
please tell us
advantage on
about
all
it.
history checks for the next like.
Just
Forever.
the ultimate, what was it, Blades in the Dark flashbacks?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, I remember thinking about this a
yeah.
month ago.
flashback to 1 month ago when I learned all this shit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Vinivera shows up and her forehead's grown like this. Just like this pulsing veins.
Are you sad, Vin? Why the long face?
And bye, everyone.
It's just like with those trees in the forest that have the weird like growths on them.
Mhm.
Except it's my forehead.
Usually that's because of like fungal infections or parasites, but
But we're
Yeah,
not doing Dork Toker
knowledge
round 2 here. All right, Casey, is
infection.
there anything else you want Vin to know for reasons?
yeah, how
Yeah.
about that? That's a really good question.
How about I have something for her.
That
Okay.
sounds great.
Perfect.
One day while you're doing your legend lore drops, you are interrupted by Doridian Mythlord, who is the head of the elven whatchamacallit, Iridithil's home,
Mm-hmm.
right? He's like the head guy.
Mhm.
I think so.
So he comes to like ask an audience with you.
Mhm.
And he says there is a. Well, first he probably says, we've been very happy that you have been tending to the mother tree. We hope that you have been finding satisfaction here. Is anything, any comfort that you need, you can always ask of us.
Well, I don't require much comfort, but I do require a lot of knowledge now, so I'm working on it.
There is a individual that I've met with that claims to know some more about the history of the mother tree. He is a member of the Circle of Green, which is an elven circle that protects elves throughout the city from nefarious entities and creatures. A bit of a bodyguard type of entity, a group. His name is Seldor Silverwood. And if you have some time, I'd like you and him to meet. He has a proposal for you, from my understanding.
Well, that sounds good.
Yeah,
I would very much like to talk to this Seldor Silverwood.
great, wonderful. I will send my daughter the details, and she will send them along to you. His daughter is what's her name?
Oh, the woman at the inn that we see when we go to her house?
No, his daughter is Elene Silvertree.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, the one who led us to the
Where
to the other
the
other quest,
not
right?
dryads. Yeah.
No, that's, no, I'm opening. Here we go. So, Sildor Silverwood comes one day and he probably meets at the inn that's inside Iridithal's home. Sits down with you and says, "Hi, I understand that you had recovered a branch or root of the mother tree, and you wanted to know more about it."
I would like to know all that you know about the mother tree.
Yes, I did learn a bit. Did you know it was Ghoul himself who slew the Circle of Green?
Well, Ghoul's been a major pain in the ass, so I'm not particularly surprised.
Yeah, he took. It said that he took a personal hand in the Druidic Circle's destruction. I have my theories about that. I think it's because he knew the power that nature can hold. What are your thoughts on that?
I think that's reasonable. I know that the mother tree was trying to protect from something, and I know that the corruption of the mother tree was being used in a horrendous way. So I think the struggle over the power nature has been problematic. Um, do you think that Ghoul thought that the mother tree and the circle of green were a threat, or that he wanted to take over the power of nature to his advantage in some way?
I believe he thought it was a threat. Whether he
Okay.
wanted to try to take it over, maybe he found frustration in trying to corrupt it. But a threat, I feel, is the most provocative. What I do know about your mother tree root, well, it's said the mother tree was initially a stake carved from the branch from the world tree located in the ancient elven city of Dreadophantus.
There it is again.
The stake was used to slay one of Ghoul's top lieutenants,
Oh shit!
a vampire sorceress.
God damn it! It's
Yeah.
Carrie's girlfriend.
A girlfriend? No, not you, babe.
One of the Great Seven was said to have
Are
slain
you
her.
don't know she could be a vampire sorceress?
Lindsay, are you a vampire sorceress? Wow. I guess that's a
pretty
yes.
fast.
Did she say yes?
She
Didn't say
just
no.
squared daggers at me, which I think is my answer.
It said that one of the seven themselves drove the stake in.
It's probably Glacius.
After
No,
the
he
Ghoul,
has stabbed from the front. He only hits people in the back.
Oh, you're right.
Whoa!
100%.
First of
Fair
all, I only hit people who deserve it in the back.
Well, maybe this person probably did too.
Wow.
after the Ghoul Wars, the vampire sorceress's body was never found. That being due to the upheaval and earthquakes from the wars that and chaos that ensued. How much do you know about Dreadophantus?
Not much. I would love to know more.
Built a tower.
So, it was once the central city of the Elder Elves, their crowning achievement, as they said. In the language of the Elder Elves, Dreadophantus means the dreaming city. And it once existed along the White Wind coast, north of what is now the Moon Silver Forest. Back then, thousands of years ago, the region was called Theridae. In their most daring act of aggression against the surface kin, the Dark Elves stole the city, the entire city, and hid it away. The leader of Dreadophantus was known as the Dream King, elf had spent his entire adult life asleep, using mystical powers to visit and watch over his subjects while they themselves slept. He ruled from Koth, the Dream Tower, which was fabled to guard the path to many worlds. Supposedly, allies still loyal to the Dream King, the Urthun Adar, still work to protect that city. I am asking if you can help me in contacting the Urthun Adar, because I believe that there is a connection between the Mother Tree and Dredophantus, or at least the World Tree that it was taken from.
Okay. I'm invested. Let's do it.
Great.
Are you, for some reason, is there a reason you do not want to take on this task yourself?
I have many tasks of protection that I have to see over.
Be right back. Keep going.
The elves have many enemies, unfortunately, whether that by historic matters or present business practices. I am tasked with keeping our people safe. But I believe that if we can contact the Earth and Ador, perhaps they may provide and extend their protection to the modern elves of PTOLUS. Perhaps they know how to bring back Dredophantus itself.
Right, do you have any leads for me to help me get where I need to be?
At the moment, I don't have much, but I believe that with your intimate connection to the Mother Tree, Steve,
I didn't say anything. God.
they may try to seek you out as a extended protector of the World Tree. If they do, I ask that you contact me. Let me know.
That I can do.
Great.
Sitting and waiting is one of my strengths.
Okay.
Legend lore, Dredophantus. No.
Okay. What else do we need to do? Does anybody have anything else that their character wants to do? Otherwise, I'm going to move the story forward.
do the thing, Case. It's time.
Okay.
We're ready for it.
One thing to ask really fast. It's not roleplay.
Yeah.
Could I? All it takes for us to no longer have these tattoos is a remove curse, or no, is a greater restoration, right?
The tattoos are mostly ink in nature right now, right? You still
That's
have the
the
shadow
taint,
point
which-
lingering taint, which Watts hasn't exactly found a way to remove it
Yeah.
yet.
Watts asked at the Pale Tower, and they were like, "We don't really know. You could do something that would let you atone. You could go on a quest."
Okay.
So
Cool.
we don't
Then
know if
nothing,
greater
never mind.
we don't know if greater restoration would allow. You could always ask and see what would happen.
I thought somebody had tried to do that in our last game before we.
We didn't have
rebooted
access to
and
a
it worked.
greater restoration. It was the fruit. It was when Akamu ate the fruit. But I don't know if eating the fruit. Well, so that's a good question, Casey. When Akamu ate the fruit, did the greater restoration remove the shadow points as well as the tattoo, or just the tattoo?
That's a good point.
Good
That's
question.
because
Real good
he
question.
was affected
No
by the
cap.
greater restoration.
Yeah.
No cap. That's right.
Give me a moment to think about that.
That entertains me as much as it annoys Austin.
Uh huh.
I think
No cap.
it would have removed 1 shadow point.
Ooh.
Oh
Ooh.
God.
Good God.
I'm
Yeah.
fucked.
Woot.
I mean, you got a month worth of them.
Yeah, but Greater Restoration is expensive.
That's true.
So you gotta be an adventurer.
Got to go on an adventure. That's right.
Yeah,
Gonna
okay, then
ask
I
the
guess I
jewels of
don't.
Wrath.
I love the fact that Carrie might be going on an adventure not to save King Demon's soul, but just to pay for the fucking restoration treatments, because this shit is expensive. Universal health care. That's what I'm talking
Listen,
about.
guys, listen. Tattoo
for
removal
me!
should not be this dangerous or expensive, okay?
Professor Penwinkle.
Nope.
Where do you live? You said you live like an apartment. Do you live on the college campus? Because they do offer,
Mm,
or you live near?
no.
You live
I'd say nearby in some sort of building that's probably been condemned.
okay. Okay.
I probably have a apartment on campus, but I'm rarely there.
Gotcha. Okay. I was just gonna say you are at your apartment,
Okay.
ramshackle building somewhere in Midtown, and a really fancy carriage with 4-horse carriage rolls up, like ornately carved wooden features. Everything is spick and span. It's got like silver inlay in some of the decoration, carpeted, curtained, and all sorts of things. Steps out just a man in a kind of servant's attire, like he's got the suit and tie and black coattails and white gloves. He steps out, and you kind of probably see it from outside your window, and he raps on your door.
I will open the door.
Are you Professor Penwinkle, sir?
Hold on. I have to mute and come back. I have to practice my voice. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Me. Lion face.
This part.
Lemon face. Ooh.
I like to imagine that this is happening to.
Oh, 100%. Definitely is,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
He closes
opens
the door real fast. Yes, I am Professor Penwinkle.
You have an invitation. He draws out from his coat invitation in a purple cardstock, and I'm gonna show it just to you to start. And I can do that now.
Ooh.
Do you get the invitation, or do you get the whole?
It looks like it started with castle description.
Okay, that didn't
Okay,
work.
I just clicked on invitation.
Close
I didn't
it.
read.
Close it.
Close the whole thing? Okay, I didn't read castle description, except for the
I'm
word
wondering
castle
about that.
description.
All right, hang on. Let me just create a new journal real quick.
And also the third word, which was the.
Okay.
Gary.
Kyle.
Put this here, there, there. Do image. Create. Find. I think it's in here. Nah, boy. Here we go. Okay. Show Kyle. How about that?
Yep. Oh man, that's hard to read.
Yeah, don't worry about the reading of it so much.
Okay, good. Because I don't know how to read.
It says, the esteemed
Oh,
Lord Zavir and the luminous Lady Rill request the honor of your presence on the morrow at 3 hours past 7 at Castle Shard in the Nobles' Quarter. The Lords of Castle Shard invite your gracious reply by courier at your earliest convenience.
It says past 3 hours past noon on mine.
Oh, sorry, 3 hours past noon. Excuse me.
Haha, I tricked you. I can read.
And this is, if you would like a reply shortly, I can wait here. This is my understanding. The Lord Xavier is acting as third party between a Lilith and yourself.
Okay. Do I know who Lilith is? Or these people?
You probably know of Castle Shard because your noble family lives in the same nobles quarter. So you like have seen it and you know like it's just really like it's sort of like a really hard to get into establishment castle. They are very closed off from everybody. But you know, getting an invitation is considered like I'm just at a loss for words today.
Like a great honor?
It's a big deal.
Like a big deal. It's a big deal. Thank you.
Big deal. Yes, okay. So I'm like reading it. Yes. You wait there. Wait there. Yes.
And kind of bows and
And
steps
I
back
go
to the
back and
stage.
I just scribble +1 and then hand it back.
Okay. Very good, sir. Will you be needing a carriage to arrive for your traversal?
How far away is this from my?
It's a couple hours away
Oh.
if you're walking.
Mm,
If you're taking a carriage, it's gonna take half the time.
What do you think? Do I have a horse or a carriage of my own? It's probably not something.
If you bought it, I don't know.
Hmm. Uh, Yes, carriage would be lovely.
Very good, sir. Carriage will arrive at your place 1 hour before before 3.
Yes. Good day then.
As you as well. And he heads off. And Watts.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, probably at the Koboldsmith house, you also get this fancy carriage arriving at your house.
Mhm.
Is definitely out of ordinary. Like this thing is very
Okay.
out of place and outsteps the same character, and he raps on the door,
Uh-huh.
says, waits for an answer.
Okay. I will go out and get an answer.
And who do
I'll
you
open the
come out
door. As Watts.
as? Watts. Is there a Watts here at this establishment?
Yes.
Right, an invitation for you, and he holds it out to you.
Okay.
My understanding is that Lord Xavier is acting as a third party on the behalf of one Lilith, and they would very much request your presence on the morrow.
Okay.
May I have your RSVP?
I will be there.
Wonderful. Is a Kerouac also with you?
I do not believe.
Do you know where I might find him?
I would try the Temple of Light.
Thank you, sir. Do you need a carriage to meet you tomorrow for transport?
No.
Very good, sir. We will see you on the morrow. And he leaves in his fancy carriage.
Okay.
Carrie!
Sensing a theme.
Yes. You, also, one of the acolytes comes out in your probably quarters while you're resting or something and says, Carrie, there's a very nice man who says he has an invitation for you.
Oh, an invitation for me? That can't be right.
I said as much, but he insisted that he needed to see you.
Oh, was it one of my friends?
I've never seen this man before.
I don't know. Have you heard of my friends? I don't know if I've told you. I've been trying to tell everyone. I went on this harrowing adventure.
You have
It was
told us
horrifying.
many times,
There
Carrie.
was my dear friend Midge. There was
man is-
Calacious
the
and
man is
Vinifera
waiting.
and a
Carrie.
Oh,
The man is waiting for you.
oh, all right. Well, let's see. Was he a big red Orkoa?
No.
All right. Was he
He's not
a
sentinel.
Was he a or she? Was it a she? Was she a plant person? Was she a
Vampire.
dryad?
He's just a human man. He had
Oh,
white
it's
stuff
probably
on.
Midge. He can do that. I don't know if you know, but I now know a lot of fascinating people. My friend Midge has this ability
Walk
where
with me,
he.
Carrie. Walk with
Oh,
me.
of course.
I think Carrie just loves to like tell as
Yeah.
many people about this
Yeah,
adventure that he's been on.
rambling along to her that she's already heard this story 16 times, but she, is very
I'm
kind.
thinking of writing a book about it.
Carrie, this is the man that wanted to see you.
Oh, well, hello there, Midge, or whatever your name is today.
And he bows and he holds out an invitation.
Oh, fascinating. Thank you. What's this to now?
Here you go.
Oh, beautiful.
This is the Lord Zavir and Lady Rill would very much like your accompaniment to their presence tomorrow. On behalf of Lilith, they are acting as third party.
Oh,
I'd
I
like to
see.
know if you would accept this invitation.
Well, Midge, you're gonna have to help me. You know quite a bit more about the city than I do. Who are Lord and Lady Levere? Or Lord Levere and Lady
and
Rill
Lady Rill
and
of Castle Shard. They are the keepers of the castle.
oh, all right. Well,
Considered an honor for an invitation.
oh well, I'd love to go. Is there any requirement? Do I need to bring? Is it a bring your own? Should I can bring food or refreshments or appetizers or
Refreshments
can.
will be provided.
All right, so just appetizers then, or
No, just your presence is required.
oh, I should. Okay, I can bring presents. I don't know what it is that they like, but
Will you need transportation to the castle?
I feel I can walk about town now. I don't know where it is though, so yes, I probably will.
Very good. We will arrive here on the morrow, 30 minutes before 3.
Well, thank you very much. And I have to say, Midge, I like this one. I think the best.
He bows and heads back to his carriage.
So that was my friend Midge, and he has this ability where,
And I think Carrie just goes back to telling
Yeah.
her for the 17th time about his adventure.
Let's see. Venifera,
Mm-hmm.
you also get a carriage arrive in Iridithil's home, and they probably ask around to find you, and where would you likely be?
In the garden, probably, of the pub.
So a
That's good.
man, average height and sort of a thin appearance in this very long black coat-tail jacket, white gloves, white shirt, and he approaches you while you're like probably digging in the garden or something. And he says, "Excuse me, are you the Miss Vinifera?
Yeah.
Allow me, I have an invitation for you." And he holds this out. Hold on. Constant body grace. There you go. So, the esteemed Lord Zavir and Lady Rill request the presence of presence of your company on the morrow. They are acting as third party for one Lilith.
Mm.
They would like your answer on at your earliest convenience, and I may return with an answer would be most preferred.
Hmm. This sounds like a really unpleasant engagement, actually.
We can provide all refreshment that you need while you are staying at the castle, and if needed, transport will be also given. You're starting to
Okay,
like see like other elves kind of looking at this guy and like this, you know, standing out, drawing some attention.
Hmm. I don't know that Vin would really want to go to this. I suppose I will, though. Makes the most sense if I just do it. Get more information.
Very good. And will you be requiring transportation?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. We will arrive 45 minutes before 3 o'clock.
That's an odd way to indicate time, but okay.
All right. Mr. Hop.
Oh.
You also receive the same messenger. He arrives, raps on your door, and waits patiently.
Shotgun to the door and ask through the door, "Who is it?"
I am a courier from Castle Shard requesting the presence of one Mr. Hop.
Several bolts. Door opens. Like a crack.
He bows. Are you Mr. Hop, sir?
I might be. Who are you?
I am the courier from Castle Shard, here with an invitation. And he slowly, from his jacket pocket, brings out an invitation and presents it to you.
Oh, whoops. I tried to make it bigger and it made it smaller. Ain't that just the way? The esteemed. Ooh, this is very purple.
Very purple.
All right. He'll read it and be like, "I don't know anybody from Castle Shard."
But you have drawn their attention, is my understanding, and they would like the presence of your accompaniment. This is on. They are acting as third party as one Lilith, is what I am told to explain.
Mr. Hop's eyes narrow dangerously. You said you're a courier, right?
Correct, sir.
Okay. What's the Castle Shard policy on weapons?
They will be checked at the door.
Huh. Okay. Tell them I'll be there.
Wonderful. And do you require transportation?
I do.
Very well. We will arrive. The carriage will arrive not 15 minutes prior to 3 o'clock.
It's a weird way of telling time, but okay.
Not 15 minutes. So it was like 20 minutes before,
Or 10 minutes.
or 10. This is like some time.
Okay.
It's like
Anytime
it's like a
other
delivery
than-
window. Like we'll be there between 12 o'clock and 8:30. You know.
That just means he's not going to show up, and Mr. Hop is just sitting out there like, you said I'd be here.
Well, this is awkward.
And a Akamu. Same sort of getup. This really fancy carriage traveling down to the docks draws a lot of attention. And everybody kind of gets out of its way because something like this means money, means danger, and everyone's kind of hiding behind different pieces of thing, but everyone's watching. Akamu, I don't know if you're at your apartment or at your new training house. Either way, the carriage shows up.
He has a bear.
Does it have horses?
It does. It has 4 horses.
Oh, it's dinner time.
And a man walks out, complete in penguin suit, and raps on your door.
Okay, let's say it's the new facility and someone other than Akamu answers.
Maybe it's we'll say that Pella answers the door. As Pella, hearing the message, will find you inside the training room. Maybe giving instruction to some young Akoa.
Yeah. And also being shadowed by one of the veterans, basically giving oversight on what we should be teaching.
Okay.
And then, yeah. Sorry, I got minions in the background. Kobolds mostly.
Yeah, understandable. So Pella comes up and kind of waits for your attention because she knows not to interrupt you.
Okay. Wait a minute, mostly for one of the trainees to do like a back or like a judo flip.
Okay.
Turn my gaze, tap the shadow to take over, and start walking with Pella.
I'm sorry to interrupt, sir. There's a urgent courier says he requests your presence, and it was drawing a lot of attention from the neighborhood.
Good. We could use more attention. Is potentially money?
It definitely looked like money.
Great. We are currently lacking the funds for it.
All right. And so you outside of the warehouse, there's this, like I said, very nice carriage with 4 horses and this man in a penguin suit and coattails and a 9 yards. He walks up to you and says, "Are you a Mr. Akamu?"
We do not use the term Mr., but yes. Would
Very
you like
well.
to enter my facility, or can it be spoken here?
No, this can be spoken here. And he reaches in his pocket and he holds out a invitation for you.
Give him the worst look, as I've never had an invitation.
Yeah.
Slowly open it and read.
It is my instruction were to inform you that the Lord Zavir and Lady Rill are acting as third party for one Lilith and request your company on the morrow.
I am familiar with Lilith, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just wanted to confirm. It's like, with the most sour face. Fine.
Very good, sir. And
Oh.
will you require transport tomorrow?
Sure. Let's, what's time?
The event will be held at 3 hours past noon. We will arrive with transportation 1 hour and 30 minutes before then.
Odd way to tell time. Yeah, that's it, and then pretty much turn, slam the door, and get back to what I was doing because
Okay.
that's nothing of value to me.
Is anybody doing anything for tomorrow?
I'm summoning the soul of King Demon through some kind of ritual that I don't know.
Oh, it doesn't work, unfortunately.
I have a question.
Yeah.
We're meeting with someone named Lilith.
Yes.
Is that
Mhm.
the vampire?
No, that's the daughter of the King of Hell,
Got you. Okay.
who appeared while we were in the shadow of Tallus and was like, "I'll
And-
get you out of here, fine."
Is that also the one who took King Demon's soul?
Did we
Yeah.
land on that? Is that what? Okay, yep, sure is.
Would I recognize that name?
Yeah,
Yeah, because she said
because
her name.
she said her name and we talked about it afterwards. So yeah, you know who Lilith is, and that she's
Okay.
got KD's soul.
Great. I think that last interaction would play maybe a little bit differently. With Carrie, he would probably do all the same stuff, but end it with running inside and then running to the high archpriests and being like, there's the woman, I'm going to meet with her. There's a dinner that she invited me to. The woman that I told you we saw in the shadow place, and I'm not sure what it is I'm supposed to do, but how can I use that to help bring back King Demon?
You're meeting with the Lilith woman.
Yes. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, and so she has King Demon's soul. Well, if I can I get that, or what?
Well,
What should I do for tomorrow?
if you can retrieve it, that would be most beneficial, being as a next step to raising your friend.
Oh, wonderful! Prep the body. I'll be back. And I think I run out.
You were meeting when, Carrie? Not,
Gone. He's gone.
Mhm.
I think I'm getting
He
appetizers.
was probably like in the middle of something else when you like interrupted him, and he's just
Yeah.
like, "I'm sorry." It's like another high priest or something.
It's like a baptism.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna run, buy a bunch of ingredients, and then head over to Midge's place to make appetizers.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, this was expected.
All
So
right.
then
Watts
did you
is
already
there in-
start making the appetizers?
Well, I don't have a very good kitchen of my own.
Maybe
Well,
Midge
no, I
cleaned
meant
it.
Midge because he said that this is expected. So I'm just wondering when you get there, is Midge like, I knew you were coming.
Well, Watts is there in doppelganger form or in changeling form. And I was wondering when you would arrive, Kerouac.
Yes, wonderful. Well, I liked that new one. I hadn't seen that look on you before, but it was a good one. I very sharp. So I got a lot of things. I'm not sure what type of appetizers that we're supposed to have.
What
but
are you talking about, Carrie?
well, you came to the Temple of Light and said that we're hosting a party, or we're going to a party, and that
I did not.
and then well, I have a lot of things. Let's make some appetizers.
Okay. I assume you accepted the ride, or did you not?
Yeah, I did. Oh, are they gonna pick me up there? How am I gonna get all of these appetizers to the Temple of Light? It'll be fine.
We will carry them back in the morning.
Perfect.
All right. So you guys are making appetizers and food, and it gets very out of hand very quickly. Was anybody else doing anything else? Anybody else doing anything?
Can I
Buying some
legend
nice
lore
clothes.
anything useful in preparation for this awkward meeting?
You could try to like legend lore Castle Shard, I suppose.
Yeah,
Do
Castle
that.
Shard, Lilith.
That's one I probably should have had on the earlier list. Anyway,
be right
but
But which one? Because I think you can only do it once per day, right?
I can, but Lilith is one that I maybe would have thought to do
Or-
earlier.
Okay.
But
Castle Shard. Let me find out some stuff.
thank you, Casey.
Yeah, no problem. Castle Shard.
So, Steve, is it wrong that I kind of want to chop up this white apple or white fruit and like put it in the appetizers?
I mean, we don't
know we
the
want to
white
turn these
fruit
people into vampires.
or the red fruit.
The white fruit.
I think that's a really
Uh,
bad idea.
I think you're probably right. We're gonna have to find a use for this thing though, because it's just
I
burning
think-
a hole in my pocket.
I think
here.
hold on to it. I think that's a great idea eventually.
All right. Also, we have other
Um,
magic items that people should be taking.
You get that the castle is older than the modern city of PTOLUS. There is always a keeper of the castle, and said that the castle itself picks its keeper. Strange magic is used to perpetuate the castle, and the and for modern Talus, you would get that it has a reputation for strange events and strange residents. And the current Lord and Lady are Lord Zavir and Lady Rill.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody else?
Mr. Hop's getting a suit.
Mr. Hop goes shopping. You can kind of spend however much you want.
I was just going by the book rules where it said it's 15 gold pieces for a suit of fine clothing.
Yeah, that sounds acceptable. That doesn't work. Okay. Anybody else? Akamu? Professor?
No, I will probably grab a few of my like sketches for different things I'm trying to build that I just need funding for.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming that's what I'm being called for.
You're going in proposal mode. Got it.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Nothing special.
Hey.
Trousers, tapered lining, tactical. Wonderful. So the next day, I believe Kamu is picked up first.
Mm-hmm.
The same wagon with the same courier arrive together, and knocks on your door and waits patiently.
Okay, well, if they were accurate to the time, then I won't give them much of a wait.
They were very prompt.
Okay, so head out. That looks like the invitation said nothing about armor and weapons being discouraged, right?
You did not say one way or the other, but you did not.
So I definitely bring an assortment of weapons, but not armor.
So one thing that you noticed after you start moving is you are moving incredibly fast through the streets, like blurringly fast, and it's weaving in and out around people, a la I don't know if you guys see
The night bus.
what's that?
Is it like the night bus from Harry Potter?
Yes, the night bus is very similar to that. It's just like
Okay.
zipping along.
I was
the
thinking
street.
Willy Wonka.
Yeah. And it pulls up to who's next? I think it's Professor Penwinkle. You arrive, Akama. You arrive at like this odd ramshackle apartment house in the middle of midtown. Is kind of weird thing, and they stop and he says, "We must pick up another party goer. One moment, please." And he gets out and knocks on the door. And Professor Penwinkle, there's that same man and carriage at the door.
Yeah, I'm not on time.
Okay. There. Waits
So there's
another.
like no answer. There's just maybe a light explosion in the background, tinkering.
And knocks on the door like exactly 1 minute later. Professor Penwinkle, you hear?
I'm gonna say my assistant opens the door.
This guy.
Yep.
So you get the assistant to open the door. I am looking for one Professor Penwinkle.
And it
And
just
your assistant
moves. It goes.
We are running late. If you could get the word to your senior. Kind of struggles with what the word to say.
And it just like slams its fist down on like a night table.
Yes.
And then I get startled in the background. Oh. Oh yes. Okay. And I've just like grabbed like a bunch of papers and stuffed papers into like a hip bag.
Yeah. Akamu, you can probably see like the lab assistant at the door and the courier waiting patiently.
I,
What's special about the lab assistant?
Kyle can describe him.
he's you can't quite tell what he is. He's all covered up. He's wearing like long sleeve shirt, pants, like a surgical mask, a bandana that goes like all the way down to the eyebrows. Yeah, you can't really you don't see much.
Word.
So eventually, these two characters hop in let's say whatever it is. Carriage. I'm terrible today.
Yeah, I got
Thank
you.
you. Carriage. Akamu and Professor Penwinkle plus one assistant.
Oh yes, hello. Yes, I am Professor Pinwinkle. What is your name?
Kamu.
This is my assistant,
Nod.
James. Yes. Hip hip then.
And off you go again, blurringly fast through the streets of PTOLUS,
How much
zipping around corners.
carriage?
Sorry?
Room. How much room?
There seems to be space enough for 8.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty large.
Nice.
There's no way this carriage would be this nimble. And Mr. Hop,
Yep.
right on time. This carriage approaches, and you receive a knock on the door.
He's just gonna be waiting out front.
Oh, okay. Good afternoon, Mr. Hop. Your transport is here.
Oh, Thank you very much.
Right this way. And he opens the door, and you see Akamu, who I believe you know,
Uh-huh.
and this other strange two figures.
He's probably gonna stop. Like he's gonna be like getting at the door. He's gonna see the zombie or whatever, and like stop, and then look at Akamu.
Karma mostly nods and shrugs.
Okay.
I'm like busy with just writing things, like looking at rummaging through my thing, like trying to organize papers, and then I look up. Oh yes, yes. Oh yes, yes.
Oh, I recognize you.
You look also familiar. Yes, yes.
I bought ground lenses from you just the other
Oh
week.
yes, yes. Sit.
He's
Let
gonna
me look at you.
he's gonna sit at the opposite corner.
Yeah.
Mr. Hop is bringing a gun, by the way, like one of his pistols. He has it.
Yeah.
He's gonna try and smuggle it in, and then if they find it, be like, "Oh, I don't know. Sorry, I forgot that I had it." You know, he's gonna do one of those oopsie doozles.
All right, and again, the thing takes off. You're just like, "Blue!"
Mr. Hop's like, very uncomfortable.
And travels through, and then arrives at Vinifera's residence. I think that's how. I don't remember the order anymore.
Sounds good.
I was 45 minutes
Yeah, that sounds right then.
before.
Yeah, because Carrie was 30. So
So that sounds right.
And Vinifera, what are you
Waiting
up
out
to?
front.
You're waiting out front. Okay.
I'm
The
ready.
carriage arrives promptly, and the same gentleman steps out and offers the door open to you, bowing as he does, very professionally.
I probably will wait on eye contact and just get in the vehicle.
And inside is your old companion Akamu and some new people that you might not be familiar with.
Are you all going to the castle too?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm gonna pull out like a magnifying glass, and I start looking at Vinifer. Interesting. Yes.
Akamu,
Mr. Hop
do you
will-
know that guy?
Mr. Hop will like move closer to Akamu, but leave like the corner spot open for Vinifera.
No.
That's
Just
very
do it.
courteous. Corner sounds great. I will just give a thankful look, not say anything, and crawl off to the
Yeah.
corner.
Yeah, Mr. Hop will just kind of give you the briefest of nods, like, mm-hmm.
No.
All right.
And
And
put his
then-
hand under his coat.
That sickening lurch happens again, and you're off, speeding down the roadways. And Carrie,
How Casey,
and
how
Watts is
sickening
there
is
too.
it? Like on a scale of 1 to 10.
I mean, it's like going in a Tesla for the first time. Sickening, you know, as it just like zooms off.
So 6, 7.
Yeah, like a 6. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, not enough to like probably cause anybody serious stomach issues.
Not
unless you're-
not like an untrained civilian going up into space for the first time or something like that.
Yeah, not like
It's not
that.
pulling G's.
No.
Okay.
It just takes off fast.
Okay.
I mean, it's pulling 6 Gs.
And Carrie, I don't know if you're waiting or if you are late. You tell me.
Oh, I definitely think I'm late. I think
And,
I'm like
well-
frantically trying to finish beating some eggs, you know, and I'm like, right,
At
let's-
Ninja's
we gotta
place.
hurry. It's about time. They're gonna be pulling up at the Temple of Light right now. We've got to get all the way around to the other side of town.
This is why I said we should have left 10 minutes ago, Carol.
I know, but then that means that we wouldn't have had the bolognese finished, and we have to bring a bolognese. It's a fancy party.
I don't think the food was mentioned as a requirement, Carol.
No, I asked. I said, all right. He told me all these things. I was talking to you, wasn't it?
I
Listen,
already cleared this up
I like that it's
yesterday.
been like a
was
full
not
day.
me.
It's been a full day, and you still think that it's
Yeah.
that it's
After
Watt.
being told that it wasn't
Yeah.
Watts.
Yeah. But to be fair, you brought this on yourself, Watt.
Yes, to be fair, I was born/created a changeling, so I brought this on myself.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Right, all right. Here's what we're gonna do. They're gonna come to this place for you, right?
No, I did
No?
not accept the offer because I expected to meet them at your temple with you.
What? What are you? Well, all right. We gotta hoof it then. Come on. I'll just whisk on the way here. And I think I just start like trying to stack as many things on top of Watt as possible. Can you turn into something with more arms?
I'm not going to do that, Carrie.
All right. Well. I like that we're like running across town.
So those
With
that
trays
are,
of food, nonetheless. Like, come
yeah.
away!
those are in the wagon. After like 5 minutes, the courier comes back and he says, "My apologies. It seems that the residence at this establishment is not here. We are going to have to find them. Just
Find them?
hold on." And he like hops back onto the wagon.
It's a
master
big
seating.
city. They could be anywhere.
And he like doesn't you probably look up there and he's just like doing this with like eyes closed and is like,
Doctor Strange in it.
yeah.
I think he's having a stroke.
And then like he opens his eyes and like you lurch forward again. So Carrie and Watts, you guys are walking with all this food trays and baskets and
Running, maybe.
running.
I'm definitely running to keep up with Watt.
Yeah.
And like you probably turn a corner to like up the street of like, or like right to like the street of A Million Gods or something, and you're trying to get onto the main road so you can hit that, straight going through. And as you do, the carriage is right in front of you.
Oh my! Watch out! Excuse me, sir, but where do you think you're going? We're trying to take all this food to a fancy party.
And he gets down and he says, "Yes, you were not at the appointed place at the appointed time. Please,
But
come in."
And I
There
look
he
at
is.
him.
He's like
Ah,
really pretty perturbed, but he is holding it together.
yeah. Carrie, save the questions. Let's go.
all right. Oh, it's some of my friends and other people. Hello. Would everyone mind holding a dish or two here?
I just start handing out dishes.
Mr. Hop will happily like hold out his hands and put.
I will allow my assistant to have a dish. I actually don't look up this time at all.
I think
that's perfect.
I think Carrie gets a little shell shocked as soon as he sees Mr. Hop.
Sure. Thank you. Of course.
Of course. Always happy to help.
Did our party ever see Mr. Hop? I didn't think so.
I don't think so.
Only
Yeah,
a Kamu.
Only a Kamu. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I think King Demon talked about Mr. Hop once or twice, but we have never met him. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think he mentioned him as his maybe father.
Yeah, as his maybe father. That's what I remember too. So Watts sits down, but has no idea.
Yeah, Mr. Hop's just sitting there with a tray of food on his lap, like, smiles at people, and occasionally casts a very suspicious look at the zombie.
Yeah, is it
Alright.
clear that this is a zombie, by the way, or is it not clear?
I don't think
They
he...
say roll a perception check.
Sure.
Yeah, all right, it's fine. Perception checks to figure stuff out. I'm gonna say I probably don't see it, but no, totally do see it. Yeah, I think probably.
You probably know, just like something's definitely off,
Yeah.
right? As is not like a normal person, and there's something going on, type thing.
It's the smell.
Okay. It's the smell.
Like, Mr. Hop's got a passive perception of 20, so I imagine he's just like,
Yeah.
"Mm-mm,
Like,
don't like
this
that.
is- And you've had a little bit of time extra right now. So
Right.
yeah.
I imagine the smell kind of like fills the carriage.
Yeah. And then the wind, and then the wind kicks it away, and you thank God, and then you stop, and you're like, oh God, no, it's back.
As we're like, I'm assuming we're back on our way to the next destination.
So as the carriage kicks off, everyone holding food make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I respect that.
Okay.
Oh, should I make it for the
Oh, nice.
not zombie?
You should, because that's not zombies holding stuff.
Oof. A 3.
Oh,
Classic
Hop.
Steve.
Anybody else holding food?
I got an
I
18.
probably am. I just can't find the button.
I like these dice are all just
Everything's
chilling
different
here.
now.
All right,
There they
Carrie
go.
and Mr. Hop.
Oh, the
What-
shorties. The
what
shorties
you-
can't carry all
what
that food.
races?
Food are you carrying?
Why can't
Well,
I find dexterity?
I think Carrie was holding the bolognese that he was
Yes.
so desperate to
Not the
create. You know he
bolognese!
was.
Mr. Hop should hide guns in the food.
If he-
Absolutely. Hang on.
If he was helping prepare the food, probably. Grace, the dex save is underneath dexterity. There's 2
The
boxes
right
that say
save.
check and
Okay.
save.
Everything
That
looks-
makes more sense. Oh, it's a save though.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well,
That's fine.
17
It-
plus
that's fine.
whatever, you're
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Could be the same. Oh,
You're good. You're good.
It's
Uh,
it's a +3, so you got 17.
Your viney hands wrap around it at the last second. You're able to save the food.
Okay.
The bolognese is all over Carrie and Mr. Hop. Whatever you're
Mm.
carrying, that goes all over you.
Hot dogs in a bun. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh,
I'm just covered in red sauce.
I'm covered in hot dogs. I
was
am
to be-
so sorry. And he's going to start like trying to pick them up off the floor of the carriage.
Yeah, They're just
but
everywhere.
not like whipping
The
them up.
jostling of all the food is kind of knocks me back into, say, reality.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Hello to the new people. I am Professor Pinwinkle. This is my assistant, Billy.
I
I'm
thought
so
you said his
sorry,
name was
Professor.
James.
It is Billy James. Some people think that he is some sort of demon
Zombie?
king, but that is no, he's no demon, no king. He is Billy James. Hello, yes.
Or out of character, is this the body king demon or is it because
No, it's not.
No.
okay, if it was Mr. Hop would have a very different reaction.
Oh, this would be a very different. This car ride would get real fucking uncomfortable real fast.
get very very bloody very
This is a
quickly.
medium-sized humanoid creature
Okay.
of unknown origin, right?
Okay, I just had to ask because all right, that's what I assumed.
I thought of that little joke on the way home from work the other day, and I was like, I have to use this.
Okay. Well, yeah, Mr. Hop's gonna be like, oh, okay. So what do I? Is he Billy or James then? What do I call him?
You just yes, Billy's James. It's all fine. Yes.
Okay,
Well-
I'm uncomfortable.
Listen, Professor and Mr. Billy James, I'm so sorry that I got all of this delicious bolognese sauce all over you. I promise, please, eat as much of it as you like, but I'll do my best to clean up your beautiful evening garments.
Starts petting Mr. Hop. Trying to wipe away mustard stains.
Amazing.
If I made my dex save, well, Professor Pinwinkle didn't carry anything. Can I make a dex save for Pinwinkle to not get stuff on him?
Mr. Penwinkle? No, I think you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you weren't carrying anything, so.
Yeah.
So you arrive promptly at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Casey, is this Ryan Gosling?
And the carriage driver,
No response.
the carriage driver steps out and looks at the mess of you two and goes, "Well, this won't do. This won't do at all. I do apologize." And he like casts a spell over both of you, and your clothes are all clean.
Oh, well, that's very
Yeah.
kind of you. Thank you.
Right this way over the bridge, and Cadmus will accept and welcome you into the castle.
Oh, thank you very much.
Quickly now, he is expecting you.
I can only see a square away.
Hold on. They got new vision stuff, so I wasn't sure about that vision range. Hold on.
Mr. Hop is not in the standard token format, but that will do for now.
Mr. Hop and a standard guy, you know.
That's true.
That is true.
Alright, I probably should go sleep.
I actually am sorry, everyone. I think I'm gonna have to head out early too.
Mhm.
So Carrie's just gonna be helping out in the kitchen tonight.
No.
We did too much legend lore.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't apologize to him.
No, it was hilarious.
You did right.
You did.
I don't know why the
All
stupid thing not working. All right, Carrie, take 2. Delete that, Carrie. How about that? That gives you at least 30 feet. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure that's great.
All right. So you can walk over the bridge, and there is one person on the other side who's waiting patiently for you.
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling. And a very similar demeanor. He stands sort of rigid and also in like a servant's attire, bow tie, coattails, white gloves. And he kind of says, "Welcome to Castle Shard. I am Cadmus. Please, anything that you request, I will do my utmost to provide it."
Oh, we brought food for your shindig here.
Mr. Hop holds up a plate full of all the hot, little pigs in a blanket that are just like piles because and
He,
kind
like-
of dirty.
He like makes a circle, and then like a small floating tray appears, and he says, "Please place it here. We
Oh.
will take care of it into the kitchen."
Well, I'm very excited. Thank you for inviting us to this picnic dinner.
Yes. Now, before you may enter, there are just 3 rules. 1, there shall be no weapons of any kind allowed into the establishment. 2, no spell casting of any dangerous matter. And 3, you may not enter the Castle Shard central chambers unless you have been given permission by Lord Zavir or Lady Rill. Now, any weapons that you might have, I request that you turn them over at this time. There is no fighting allowed while in Castle Shard. That goes for all guests.
Mr. Hop. Mr. Hop planned on smuggling a gun in, but
Mhm.
this guy is so courteous.
Mm-hmm.
So Mr. Hop's gonna sigh very heavily and reach into his coat and pull out his handgun and take the bullets out and
He like has these white gloves and he accepts it, and then he probably has like some sort of like box, like a chest of some sort that he has on the side that he kind of places it in. And he says, any other weapons that you might have on your person, please deposit them here.
I did not
Trying to
bring
think
any
if I would
weapon.
consider like, and I know I haven't done them all yet, but the little trinkets that do my magic, if they're weapons or not.
That's a good question. Do spellcasting focuses count as weapons, Casey?
No.
Okay. I'm fucking classist. That's what this game is.
Those that are have any sort of magic spell casting like abilities, I want you all to make a wisdom. Let me say. I'll just say Arcana or Perception,
We'll go Arcana.
but this is like a Wisdom roll.
I got an 18, so if it's Wisdom, let me backpedal off. Oh no, they're the same modifier, so 24.
Oh, Grace. Grace doesn't notice. What you definitely notice as you're walking over the bridge, you're not really sure at what point, but like there's definitely a dampening of that power of your
Oh.
Arcana feeling. Is definitely dampened by the time you cross
Okay.
over the bridge.
Okay.
Okay, I'm heading to bed. I
All right,
wanted to
good
stick
night.
around and listen to more because this is super interesting, but it's bedtime.
All right.
So,
Night,
good
Good
Grace.
night,
night.
love.
Good night, Grace.
Mossy,
All
are
right.
you also heading out?
I think I got like 10 minutes in me.
Okay. Well, let's try and make this fast. So he ushers you into the castle. He says, "Follow me."
We follow.
And oh, sorry. I think you have to go this way.
Oh,
No.
also, Casey, it's a thing we could fix later, but for whatever reason, that changeling macro you made isn't working anymore, and I can't switch myself to. But I'm in normal changeling form. We don't have to worry about it right now.
All right. I'm gonna have Grace follow. Kev or anybody
Yep.
need help with moving their creatures around, or
It always helps to move Kev to where we're gonna be because he might be.
Yes, please.
having kids.
Oh, there it goes. It just took a second.
It lags when there's like all of us moving at once.
Yeah.
Game's like, what's happening?
he escorts you through the chamber. He opens the door. He says, "Right this way." And he kind of goes in. And he says, nobody is following him.
There, it's just
It's
struggling
taking a
to-
minute.
yeah, the moving is.
Fun.
Yeah,
No,
just
move!
move
Not that
people
way.
thing.
What is happening? Oh my god.
Yeah, it's
It's
creaking.
on the
It's
struggle
creaking
bus.
hard.
Yeah, it's probably this one that's not very good.
No, don't go back. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Yeah.
There. Oh,
You can
Cadmus
do it.
moved up. Cadmus moved up. I think I might. That might be where I moved. Well, that's fine.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I'm
How about
almost in
I'll
the
move
room.
all the tokens up and
Yeah,
Oh shit, there they all are.
Whoa.
This is a small
go
party.
back,
I
dude.
expected a bigger party.
no,
I cast Dispel Magic right here. No, I just can't.
I'm
Cast.
so sorry. I might have brought too much food.
All right.
There's
Not
no
to
such thing
worry.
as too much food.
That's true.
Only not enough food.
And he says, "May I present Lord Zavir, Lady Rill, Lilith, and Ragu."
I like the
And
spaghetti.
they all stand up, and he says,
Ragu.
"Lords and ladies, may I present Wat Foxtail? Excuse me, Midge is what you're going by, right?
No, it's Watts. It's
Watts. Watts Foxtail. Kerouac, I forget your last name.
Cold step.
De Bergerac.
Yep. Professor Winkle,
Mm-hmm.
Amu, and Venifera. And he allows you all to enter the room. The other thing that those who were walking through, some of you, I'm going to say, those that have any shadow points left, you do feel like a weird sensation of like a drawing to the spire itself.
How
At
close are
some
we to
point.
the spire right now?
So you are in the noble's quarters, which is the nearest to the spire itself. It sits like at the footsteps.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a very similar feeling to how you felt while you first entered the utter dark
Okay.
or the shadow of the spire.
Shadow.
The castle itself has a very distinct architecture. Stonework and is kind of different than anything else in PTOLUS. It almost has like an alien look to it. Inside the main chamber that you were the antechamber here, you did also see like a painting of a human wizard named Alkestrin, and description reading former Lord of Castle Shard 376 BE. And BE would be before Empire. And those that are not sure what all that means, currently we're in 726 IA, which is the Imperial Age.
So like
After the Empire.
1200 years ago or something like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's about 1,000 years ago. But yeah. So in you walk, and Cadmus asks that you have a seat. And again, these four figures, one of which who you recognize, have seen before, Lilith, and we have Lord Zavir, Lady Rill, and this other gentleman named Raguel. They all are again standing at your as you walk in. And what is everyone's kind of reaction, first of all?
Mr. Hop's gonna find one of the seats for short people.
Okay.
And he's gonna hop into it.
Have I met anybody else before? Or
Um,
seen or know of?
no, I don't think you do.
Okay.
Actually, you can make a history check. Make a history check in general, and let's see how much you know. Yeah. Besides maybe Lady Rill in the scientific sort of magic circle, like her name has come up before as like a strong Arcana user of magic. And I think Lord Zavir is the first one that kind of, walks up and like wants to shake everyone's hand and says, welcome to Castle Shard. I am Lord Zavir. It's a pleasure to have you here. Cadmus, my man, if you would please ask the guests what refreshment they will take, and we will have appetizers served henceforth. And Cadmus says, very well, sir. And he individually goes and asks, kind of on the sly, just kind of asking what you would have as a refreshment drink, a beverage of choice. And while he's doing that, Lord Zavir says, now, I believe you might know who Lilith is. Am I understanding that some of you might have met her before? Is that correct?
Nope.
Oh, she actually appeared and took something. I'd actually, the main reason that some of us are here is because we'd love it back.
I understand that is the matter at hand that we are going to be discussing later after dinner. If
all right. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to rush ahead.
Great, wonderful. Now, please be seated. Have a seat as you would like. And again, so Lilith, you might know Lady Rill is my compatriot here at the castle. We are its caretakers, and we are again welcome you here. Now, the other gentleman is our good friend Ragul. Ragul, please stand up and say hi. And Ragul says, "Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm glad that you all made it. And those that have are magically inclined, when he like stands up to his whole full height, you feels like there's like a radiant glow about him. And he says, "I'm so glad that you have taken this invitation on behalf of Lilith and myself. You know, I'm really hoping that we can come to a satisfactory decision amongst us. My
Should I
hopes
have
are
something
high.
for
My hopes are high."
I don't remember seeing your name on the invitation or mentioned.
Yes, I asked them to not spread that news around as for protection of myself and others. Yes. I do apologize. I hope you're not surprised by my presence.
No, it's fine. The demon lady's name was on it, but yours wasn't. That's totally fine.
Casey,
Oh, great.
given Watts' affiliation with or like some of the backstory related to like fiends and the necropolis,
Hmm.
can I make a history check for
Yes.
how much? Okay, because I feel like this name is like tickling something in my brain.
And the detect. Oh, sorry, Carrie. I didn't see that you're trained to detect the most subtle. Speak with a person, release one, and you can use action, insight, or religion. Okay. Yeah. Do you want to make an insight or religion check? That's fine.
Yeah. Oh, was that me?
One?
Shoot.
No.
Okay, no.
That's
No,
Watts.
that was my history check.
history check.
Can I make an insight?
Yes.
Great.
Yeah, there's something about this guy that's pushing a button that I don't know if this is a thing that Bobby remembers or if it's something else that I
I mean, the
saw
guy's got a
in the-
straight up ass angel name, right? Like,
Yeah, but I don't think he's the. I think he's the
Yeah,
bad kind of
not
angel.
good.
Hold on, just the name really sounds familiar.
Carrie, you're like the thing you get most is sort of believer.
Okay.
He's not inclined to any specific sort of god that you know of.
Cool.
And they don't have any cleric or herald classes.
Cool.
Their wisdom score is higher than yours.
That tells him that. That's fun.
Damn. I got pretty good wisdom.
Yeah.
And they have better.
Wow. Okay.
And Bobby, you're like racking your brain, like, Google. And you do, I mean, the best that you can come up with, even with that check, is like, it's a name that's definitely tied with the Dark Reliquary.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. Or yeah, I mean, Watts isn't gonna say anything. They're gonna sit on that one. But
Oh, and then,
Sorry.
go ahead.
Oh,
aha! I found it in the book.
nice.
PTOLUS history. The Fallen. The two demons whose names are only whispered, Ragul and Lilith. I knew I'd read that shit somewhere. Okay.
Yeah, that's like basically like, yeah, it has something to do with the Dark Reliquary and
Yeah.
demons and shit, but
Yeah.
not many
Gotcha.
people really know what that name is.
100%.
I think I say, that's got to cause you a lot of grief in a town like this, having the second half of your name being so infamous here.
It is. You have no idea what it's like.
Sure, I can imagine that people either ask you questions or have a bad first impression or a good first impression, and then maybe that's
All the
gonna be
time.
interesting.
Terrible in first impressions. I'm glad you have pointed that out. I hope my impression here is more one of understanding.
Oh, of course. Well, it's lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you as well. Now, Lilith, I believe, and then before anything else happens, Cadmus comes out with everyone's drinks. exactly however they ordered.
Mhm.
And he says, appetizers will be available shortly here. And Carrie, if you don't mind, I did include the meals that you had brought with you.
Yeah, I'm so kind. I hope it wasn't too forward, but I asked your butler, your manservant, your carriage GA, and he said that I should bring something. So I just thought it would be fun.
Okay. Watts orders a whiskey. It is delicious. Anything that you guys ordered is top shelf
Mm.
shit.
Okay.
It is yeah. Um, and let's see. Let me get to Lilith here. So those of you who are kind of looking around, Lilith is kind of sitting back and just kind of watching everybody's reaction. And then eventually she goes, Bagul, darling, please, can you do that trick for me? These guests haven't seen it before, and I love to see their reactions. And Ragul is like, I don't, I don't like doing that, Lilith, darling. I don't like doing it at all. Oh, please, for them. And she kind of points to Carrie. Like, Carrie, I know would love to see what you have.
Oh,
Trick.
I'm not so sure if it's anything like your last trick that I saw you perform, ma'am.
Oh no, please. This is just it's harmless. It's just I love to see.
Casey, is there a knife on the table?
There's like butter knives and shit.
All right, Mr. Hop's gonna very gently palm a butter knife.
I'm readying. I'm like prepped to do a turn on a turn undead if I have to.
Mr. Hop's
Please
ready in
don't.
action to throw a knife at Ragul.
Please don't do turn undead.
He doesn't know.
The and Ragul's kind of like, very well, Lilith. Please, let me step over here, and he kind of escorts himself, like away from the table and away from everybody else. Please, I don't like letting this out. So, with your discretion, I will do this.
Who are you talking to?
You, all of you, yes.
We don't know what you're talking about, man.
What is it that you're gonna like? If you're gonna, I'm gonna be honest. If you're gonna blood sacrifice in front of us, I'm gonna have to tell people. Here's the thing. I don't want to ruin.
And he glows, and his angel wings pop out from behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness! Oh,
The
bless the
presence-
lady.
It's like it's a celestial, divine presence that it just floors everybody.
I get down on my knees.
You called it, Steve. You called it.
I mean, he's got an angel last name, man. Come on.
He does. He has a super angel ass.
Yes.
Well, this entire time while he's doing the angel wing thing, Mr. Hop's gonna be keeping an eye on Lilith. This is
She's just, like,
classic
she's watching
shill.
Everyone else's faces like, oh, it's so funny.
I hate this woman.
When he's done, he like closes his eyes. His angel wings like fold back into nothing, and then like he's just in this white garb that he was wearing before. And he looks kind of embarrassed about the thing, and he's just like, "All right, honey, I'm not doing that for another 10 years. I promise you."
So much for blessing us with your presence. Please, what is it you can ask us to do?
Again, my ask is that you don't tell that I do that. At all.
On my word,
Please,
of course.
Just make my life so much easier. At least for the next century or so.
This is the second angel I've seen in 2 days, so how exciting.
Great.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Just poo-pooing his angel wings. Angels.
Oh no, it's still incredibly impressive, but It's impressive in the way that a waterfall or rain or the city of PTOLUS is impressive.
Eventually Cadmus comes back out, and like the appetizers that he serves, he's implemented Carrie's dishes to like whole other meals. Like he's just like taken stuff that you've made and just like transformed it into brand new things.
Yeah, the mini
Wonderful
hot
creation.
dogs that fell onto the ground are now on a tree. That's like
Yeah,
a tree, and the mini
it's
hot
like-
dogs are the branches on the tree.
He upgraded the meal that you just gave everybody like tenfold.
All of those hot dogs now have the deep fried spiral potatoes
Mhm.
around them.
Yeah.
God damn it! Now I'm getting.
Now I want those. Yeah. Now I want those
Fried
specifically.
spiral potatoes wrapped around mini hot dogs.
Those are my
sounds
go-to
so
fair
good.
food, you guys.
Oh man. Oh, 100%.
pretty good.
The San Diego County Fair, when they do the like flash fried potatoes, those things were horrible. The Australian fried potatoes.
Australian,
Oh
yeah.
god damn, that was bad for my heart. Anyway.
So
Anyway,
Fair food, man.
so
um,
good.
but yeah, like and it's like this is done in like 10 minutes time. Like
Mhm.
that's all it took.
Magic.
Uh,
You truly are
Magic.
an angel.
Oh, please.
Here
And
I am
Cadmus
thinking.
bows and says, "Oh, it was nothing. I sincerely thank you for your gratitude, though."
Oh, thinking that I could be worthy to serve you anything, and here you are serving us.
And this is again Cadmus saying, "Oh, I am no angel, but the ones walk around us, yes." And Cadmus again, like, is whisked away. I must prepare the meal now. Does anybody have any questions that they want to ask as they go back to their places?
I figured Mr. Hop's just gonna let him talk
Do the thing.
because
Yeah.
this is they're gonna do the whole rigmarole, the song and dance, polite conversation thing, and Mr.
Yeah.
Hop's not King. If King Demon was here, he'd hop up on the table and demand answers. But Mr. Hop's not that, so he's going to just wait.
Okay. Eventually Lilith will say, well, Professor Penwinkle, I don't know if you know anybody else here besides Akamo. Is that correct?
Oh yes. Wait. Do I know? I know Akamu.
Oh, sorry.
You met Mr.
no.
Hop.
Yeah, we met in the cafeteria.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mr. Hop. Excuse me, Mr. Hop.
Oh yes, yes. I have tinkered for the Mr. Hops. Yes.
How do you know that we know each other?
I know many things.
Oh,
My specialty,
oh.
if you will.
Well, isn't that special?
For instance, I know that Professor Penwinkle has such a scientific mind, it is extravagant. Tell me, Professor, your
Yes.
piece on the theory of electroarcana and its subjugation of the body, quite fascinating. Did you ever find a sponsor or Patreon to investigate the practical implications?
Well, I yes, I had one lined up. Yes, but he has gone silent.
Was his name James?
No, no. Weird question. No, no.
Well, I find it fascinating.
Dope.
Very interesting. Carrie has to go, I think.
Fair enough. All right. We're gonna keep going, or are we calling it?
We should probably stop. That's a bummer. Losing
Alright.
2 people.
Yeah. All
All
right.
right. Not as far as I would like to go, but what are we gonna do?
What
So
are
it
you
goes.
gonna do? Yep.
Casey, I put a new Mr. Hop token in the Discord channel.
Okay, I thought I had fixed it. He's right there, Mr. Hop.
Oh, what the
That-
hell? Oh, okay. Well,
I
that's
don't
weird.
know.
All right, interesting. Let me see if I pull him from the. Oh, there he is. That's weird. Okay, well, whatever.
His thing is probably lagging out too much.
It's having a rough time tonight. All right.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to end the stream.
All right.
now.
Thanks for sticking with it, everybody.
Yeah, of course.